he's the author of the X Factor Selling System. The X Factor Selling System. I love it. The Sales Expert's Guide to Selling. So, Thomas, are you on the line right now?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, ladies.
You're welcome. Well, Thomas, I can't wait to start asking you some questions, because the first thing I want to talk about, too, later on is just this idea that we know that small businesses really push the economy. But we also know that most small businesses fail. And I really do believe the difference between failing and succeeding is probably a good sales system like yourself. So I kind of want to talk about that later on as well, how all of us who have the entrepreneurial spirit could really use a good system to selling. And we're always afraid to ask for that. We always think it's like, oh, either you're a good salesman or you're a bad salesman.
Or you don't want to be pushy.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you this. Do you think you're born a good salesman, or is it something that you can learn?
Great question. So, again, thanks for having me. And the question is both. So some people do have a natural ability to sell, interact with people. That's a very small portion of the ability to succeed. It really comes with the training. So you have to really be trained. And think about it from baseball, right? You might be able to throw a ball, 90 miles an hour, but you might have to throw a curve, a changeup, and have different type of skills that you learn. So really, salespeople are not just born; frankly, they're made.
So, I want to say, Thomas, how did you become, this business career consultant that you are?
Absolutely. So I was in the corporate space for a number of years, and I worked as a sales leader, and I would see people succeed. I'd see, for example, if I had 20 people on my team, I would see maybe the top 2 do really well, and I would see the bottom 2 not do really well. And I always wondered what was the difference between the two, and the earnings was substantial, sometimes a few $100,000 more between the top and the bottom. So I kind of said to myself, what's the difference? And that's how the X Factor was born. I noticed certain people succeeded, not just in sales, but in other parts of their life, when they were able to truly understand their partners, their customers, their family's motivating factor in any given situation, and it makes it easier to influence the person across the table.